of events, literary events, popular culture events, aimed at remembering hundreds of thousands of enslaved Africans that were brought into Mexico through San Juan de Ulua. Following this night, we're going to have another event at North Carolina Center. 1st of November, we're going to light up another Candela. We're going to celebrate the Day of the Dead right there. And we're going to see the significance of that tradition in Mexico and how it ties these other traditions that are African-based traditions, Bantu traditions of millions of years in the past. You know, that's why Mexicans, before putting the bottle to the mouth, we spell a little bit in the ground.
Is from my country, which I'm very proud of, but he was also my first Afro-Hispanic teacher at Howard. So attending this event here tonight is like coming full circle, because this is also my first event of this type.
Namely, that human beings access the cosmic forces, or the Orisha, or the Necheru is what the term is in ancient Egypt. Whenever there is a compatibility of vibrations, that is a rhythm. See, Morgana, this was a woman who is an expert in Yoruba culture, Yoruba theology, affirmed that the seers of old had, quote, perceived that the universe was made up of vibrations with different qualities. Pass right, so this is interesting. Modernismo was a prodigious exploration of the rhythmic possibilities of our language. In sum, the novelty of modernismo lay in the invention of meters. Its originality.
This is the life of a runaway slave who ran into the hill, spent like 15 years, over 15 years alone, and the book describes how he dealt with loneliness, how he survived there alone, and how he was able to psychologically keep himself in good health. When I wrote this book as a response to that, and the title of this book is called Pies Horadados. I have not translated this poem, so those of you who don't have a grasp of Spanish may just have to listen to the rhythm, since we are just celebrating the spirit of the rhythm. And rhythm comes in any language, in any tone. It's just the beat and the rhythm that is
visual arts, particularly through graphics, are also being produced right now by children of the Afro-Mexican background.
Enjoy welcome from the College of...
And you are going to find out at the end of this 1 hour what is the connection between the Day of the Dead in Mexico and the cult of the ancestors that it's practiced throughout the Americas.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Está bien. Estoy muy contenta de estar aquí.
These are offerings that people put together in each family to honor the dead, their dead.
Negra nací, negra seré, pero con alma blanca. Si soy así, no importa nada a él.
In 1521,
Right.
the first slaves came here. The first 100 slaves were sold here. This is where they brought them in and sold them. They kept them in cells here until they were sold.
Okay.
But when you go into this museum here, you're not going to find any trace of anything about the period. And if you turn to a history book, you'll see maybe in grade school they'll have a little chapter about, you know, slaves were here and they worked in the sugarcane field.